Scientists have hypothesized from anthropological and archaeological evidence that cannabis has been used for thousands of years as a healing tradition. It is estimated that 219 million individuals use cannabis throughout every continent across the entire globe. That's almost 3% of the population that values the healing properties, the spiritual applications, as well as the recreational roles of an easily cultivated perennial herb. In the 20th century, prescription was replaced with proscription, meaning it was condemned and consequently banned. But what was the real reason? Fast forward to the year 1936, when the United States federal government went on a rampage to demonize cannabis. We see that at the same time, the U.S. government was fully engaged in programs that were conducting testing on non-consenting humans with surgical, chemical, biological, and radioactive experiments. Concurrently, many psychological experiments were also conducted, the most famous being the MK Ultra. MK Ultra was a mind control program in which investigational drugs were produced and used on a control group. Cannabis was one such drug experiment. However, research suggests that cannabis was at the center of a much larger and sinister plot. Throughout those investigative years, the U.S. government learned how and why cannabis worked on the human body. And it wasn't what you think. The governments all knew that cannabis could be used as a shortcut to the brainwave state called theta, which is ironically our connection with Source, our Creator, and what some call God. And because of this incredibly important element, it was criminalized. The governments took advantage of this evidence and programmed humanity with a fear-based plan and created the reefer madness mentality. In 1972, disgraced Attorney General John Mitchell of the Nixon administration named cannabis as a Schedule I drug, meaning that it has high potential for abuse and had no medicinal value. According to the National Institute of Health, cannabis users exhibited increased theta and beta stages, suggesting increased cortical activation in the resting state. This may explain why individuals who use cannabis therapy often report feeling more relaxed and focused, as well as experiencing enhanced sensory perception and creativity. Theta waves, also referred to as theta activity, are a type of brain wave that is commonly associated with internal focus, meditation, prayer, and spiritual awareness. These waves are characterized by their frequency range of 3.5 to 7.5 Hz and are known to reflect the state between wakefulness and sleep. Interestingly enough, theta activity is considered abnormal in awake adults, but is perfectly normal in children up to 13 years of age. This suggests that as we grow older, our brains shift away from this state of consciousness. However, recent studies have shown that certain substances, such as cannabis, can induce theta activity in adults. This enhanced benefit of cannabis on theta waves may also contribute to its potential for enhancing spiritual experiences. Our findings advocate that meditation is the key to unlocking the full potential of cannabis for making the source connection. Theta activity has been linked to heightened states of consciousness and increased receptivity to spiritual insights and experiences. It is in essence a shortcut to communicating with Source. Those who use cannabis therapy and meditate regularly have reported an increased awareness, including the presence of Source. Others reported being better able to see the ether and experiencing intimate connections with nature. While more research is needed to fully understand the relationship between cannabis therapy and theta waves, it is clear that there is a strong connection between the two. As our understanding of both cannabis and brainwaves continues to grow, it is likely that we will uncover even more fascinating links, and the cannabis connection to the theta state will become less necessary as humanity continues to soar.